What's up, y'all? It's Marcus, your inspirational speaker, here to bring you some words of encouragement today. And do you know that there is a difference between motivation and inspiration? Let me break this down for y'all, right? Because what I want for y'all to do is to have a positive outlook on life. And the thing is this: some people have to be motivated in order to have a positive attitude and a positive outlook on life. But I'm telling you this: there is a difference between motivation and inspiration. Now get this: there is nothing absolutely wrong with motivation. Nothing is absolutely wrong with motivation, but get this: motivation is temporary. It's temporary. Why? Because motivation is what it was said to be like a campfire. Have any of you ever been camping and had to build a campfire? Well, motivation is like the campfire. You know, after a while, that campfire starts to dwindle down a little bit. And then you have to then poke air inside that campfire. You know, they call it stoking the fire. You then have to poke air inside it, oxygen, so that fire can breathe and get back bright once again. It has to light back up, right? And that's what you're doing. That's what motivation is. It's me coming to breathe life into you so that you can be vibrant again. But I'm telling you that that's temporary, because I'm not going to always be there to motivate you. I'm not going to always be there. No, somebody else will not always be around to motivate you. So motivation is temporary. It's a good thing. Motivation is good, but it's not permanent, right? And this is the thing. But inspiration. See, I looked up the term inspiration in the Latin language. You know, they call it the original text, the language. I looked up the word inspiration, and they broke it down in the compound. You know, they broke it down into two. And you got the word in, which means inside, into. And then you got the word spire. And in the Latin, it's pronounced spare or spiratio. Inspiratio, inspirare. It's two forms of it. But the word in means into, inside, and the word spiratio means breathe. It means breathe, right? And what I'm telling you is this, right? Motivation is me having to put air inside you, right? Motivation is me having to come and breathe oxygen into you so you can be vibrant. But inspiration, it comes from the inside, from you. You breathe it. You already embody the inspiration. And I tell kids this all the time: don't seek to be motivated, but let me or someone like me, I'll come in, right? And I'll tell them a story, true stories of either my life, somebody else's life. And I tell them, see, motivation won't last, but if I give you a story of somebody who come from the bottom and made it to the top, if I give you a story of inspiration, then you then can go inside yourself and say, if that person can do it, surely I can do it, right? That's inspiration. That's you going inside, because inspiration is inside that comes out, which is you breathing. It's what you breathe. Inspiration is what you breathe, right? And it's said like this, right? My question is this: what is it that you breathe for, right? You want to make it, right? And I don't see nothing wrong with you wanting to make it and be the best at whatever. That is absolutely phenomenal that you want to do that. You have to do what it is that you breathe, though. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your oxygen. Don't waste your energy on things that don't give you the air in your lungs that makes you live and breathe for it. You see, inspiration is inside breathing. Inside the breath, the breathing that comes from the inside of you. What is it that you breathe, right? What is it that makes you get up every day and you live and you breathe it? What makes you get up every day and do that? You got to find that within you. You can't have me come in there and I'll do it because I don't mind. I'll come in and motivate you. But then I got to leave. But I'm telling you that when I leave, use the stories that I've told you for the inspiration. So you can go back inside yourself. I remember Coach David Shaw, I believe it was, for the Stanford University football coach. And he was on a radio phone call one day. And the radio DJ asked him, he said, "Coach, how do you get your boys to come out the locker room being motivated? How do you get them motivated to get on the field and do all this and run through a wall for you, right?" And he said this on the phone to the DJ. He said, I'm not a motivational speaker. He said, it's not my job to motivate them. It's not my job to motivate my team. It's not my job to motivate them. He said, I'm looking for self-starters. You see, self-starters, self-starters is something that you have to pull. See, you have to pull from it within you. You get what I'm saying? He said, I'm not a motivational speaker. So where does their motivation come from? Right? His team. If he doesn't say anything that motivates them, then where is their energy and that sense of we are winners? Where's that come from? It comes from within themselves, right? So they hit the field and you've seen it. You watch college football this year and the last year. Stanford is always at the last man standing. You know, the last four out of 8 teams standing. When it comes time for the championship game, Stanford is one of the last 8 teams to be playing, right? So you got to understand, Stanford is a very viable university, and he said this: I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't motivate my boys. I'm looking for self-starters. That means he wants them to go within themselves, right? Because it can be done. And I'm telling you that you got something that you live and you breathe for that can be done. You got something that makes you get up every morning that can be done. You got something that drives you. You see, something that comes from within that you can go and pull within yourself and say, I can do this. I can make it. I can go for that. I can try. And at least by trying, I know that I will give it my all because it's something you breathe. Something that you do, right? I saw a study that said this. 94%. It said this, that when you put a group of people in the room, together, and it said 94% of the time, the first person that opens their mouth is the one who invokes the energy of the room. So if I'm in a room with 6 or 7 of us, and I'm the first one to speak, and if the first words come out of my mouth is negative, then guess what? The conversation will go negative 94% of the time. This was a study done by psychologists. And I'm telling you this, right? That when you get yourself involved with other people, make sure that you're looking at these people that you can be, make sure that these are people you can be inspired by. Because when they open their mouth, they're saying something, right? They're saying something good. They're giving you food for thought. They're giving you food for your, nourish for your mind. They're giving you nourishment for your mind, right? You don't want to be around people that every time, and I've had people like this around me, where every time, and that study is it's true. I know that study is true, because every time I would walk into an old job of mine I used to have, and the one guy, he would just tear up the whole day. But and it's 6 in the morning. We get ready to go to work. 6 in the morning, and everything that comes out, he was just a negative dude. I call him negative Nicks. That's what I call him, or mosquitoes. I like to call them. Type of people who suck the life's blood right out of you, because all they do is complain about me. You know what I'm talking about? Mosquitoes. They suck all the blood out of you, complaining about their life. And that's what he was doing. He was draining me every day, every morning. It's 6 in the morning, and he was just negative coming in. I'm like, God, I can't take this anymore, And I'm telling you this, that put yourself around positive people. Put yourself in positive situations, because 94% of the time, if you're in a group of people, the first person to open their mouth and say something and it's not positive, then the conversation will go that way. And you got to make sure that you are in a group of people that speak positivity, speak positive things, because when they say things, it inspires you to want to be better. It inspires you to want to be somebody. It inspires you to go for something good. They're saying things that's going to inspire you. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, you got to surround yourself with people like-minded. You got to surround yourself with people like-minded. Les Brown, I'll quote Les Brown a lot. Y'all will hear me quote Les Brown a whole lot on here. I'm pretty sure y'all have. But Les Brown said that you make within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends. Know what I'm saying? He's saying this, that whatever group you're around, whatever group of people you're hanging out with, It's the type of group of people that is gonna talk about your income. The group of people you hang out with says a lot about your income. It says what you make. You get what I'm saying? And he says that if you're hanging out with nine broke people, you're guaranteed to be the 10th. What I'm saying is this: that if you are putting yourself in environments and situations with people that are not growing, that are not inspiring to be anything, then you got to get out and you got to go and try. Because guess what? That's not motivating. That is not motivating at all. You want to go where it's motivating, but even if it is motivating, because like I said, motivation is only temporary. But you want to be around people that's going to inspire you to be better. That when they open their mouth and things they talk about, right? Hey, there are people out there that's all they do is think how they can win every day in life, right? And don't seek to be motivated by outsiders. Just be your own self-starter. Look for the inspiration inside you. Do what you breathe. Do what you love. Do what's inside of you. Don't wait for me to come and poke and put the oxygen inside of you. Breathe the life into you. You already got it. Inspiration comes from inside you and what you breathe, right? I've already explained the definition in the Latin language of the word inspiration. So just look for what's inside of you to live out your dream, to live out your mission, to live out your calling, whatever it is you're supposed to be here to do. Don't look for an outside source to show you that. Go within and do what it is you breathe. Do what it is you breathe, right? Do that. And I guarantee you, you will be doing whatever it is you're called to do because you'll know it. You breathe it. You get up every day for it. You'll know that. All right? Hey, listen. Dig deeper to go higher, to live your higher calling and purpose in this life. God bless. Be a blessing and have a blissful, successful life. Peace out.